Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day this upcoming Wednesday, April 10th, 2019. Got another good week of comics coming with some more great books. Boy, it's a good time to be collecting right now. Man, oh man. I'll run through what I'm looking at this week, give you my top covers, top picks, and a few spec books sprinkled in there. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. As usual, I really appreciate taking the time and watch my videos, send me comments. And as far as the contest goes, just want to update that. I have, as of last night, I went through and anybody that commented got an entry number. So you should have an entry number now. I am going to go through it again tonight and tomorrow. So if I missed a couple, I will double check it. And also if anybody enters, you have up until Monday, tomorrow at midnight to enter. And the draw will be this Tuesday, April 9th. So you have until Monday the 8th at midnight to enter. So I will check it again before they do the draw, obviously. So good luck to everybody that's entered. I want to give a big shout out to two of my subscribers, Michael and Marie. Marie messaged me and asked, hey Jim, can you give us a shout out? Because we watch your videos together. And we just got engaged on March 17th. So that's really cool. So congratulations to Michael and Marie. That's awesome. I hope you have a long and happy marriage when you actually set a date for the marriage. That's really cool. And again, congratulations to Michael and Marie, engaged on March 17th. Man, I got married so long ago, I can't remember what day I asked my wife to marry me, but that's pretty bad. Don't tell my wife I said that. Anyways, we'll get going into some stuff here. I got a few things sent to me this week, so I want to cover that off real quick. Malco Protectors sent me another pack of their these sleeves for comics, which I really appreciate. So thank you so much, Malco Protectors. I really like those. I think they work well. It takes a little bit of time to figure out how to put them together, but once you get it down, it's pretty quick. And then ASM Collector, New York City. He's one of my subs. He went to a Comic Con. And he got me a couple signatures. He got an Esau Ribbage cover, or signature. And man, I like his artwork. His artwork is just awesome. So thank you so much. And he also got me a Frank Cho signature on a Harley Quinn 53 variant. And man, I don't have either one of those signatures in my collection. So that is awesome. So thank you so much. I don't expect people to send me stuff. I really don't. But when some people do, I really appreciate it. So thanks so much, folks. And lastly, stuff I got this week. I showed this on my Instagram. It's it's a self-published comic from a band called Outlaw out of Philadelphia, and it's kind of cool. This comic here, it's a shorter comic, but it's all about the dead hand switch. I don't know if you're aware of it. Russia's got this dead hand switch where they constantly sending out this signal. And if that signal's ever interrupted, that means that their infrastructure's been blown to bits and their missiles automatically retaliate and launch. So, boy, you can track it down and listen to it. It's a creepy kind of sounding signal, but boy, I sure hope we don't ever lose that signal, because we'd all be toast if that ever happens. And then they also sent me this full-size vinyl album. And inside the album, it's really cool because there's a album size comic inside. It's kind of cool. They got the like the blacked out like a government CIA kind of message, but inside they got a full page album size comic inside too, which is really cool. So thank you so much, guys. That is awesome. And check them out. Their music, they're on YouTube. If you want to check them out, are they? And also, obviously, they're on Instagram and stuff, so check them out. They're awesome. Thank you so much for those comics. That is really cool. I'm putting those in my collection for sure. And talking about comics, I just want to talk about, I love The Rejected and Shawn Langley's artwork. I've mentioned to a lot of you that if he does commission work, and his prices are very, very reasonable and great artwork. And The Rejected Unwilling Volume 2 comes out in a few weeks. And I was talking to Shawn the other day. I messaged him because he's right now offering an exclusive blank cover that's only available through him. So the only way you're going to get it is through Shawn Langley. And he's going to be doing custom art on those covers if you want it. If you want just a blank cover with a signature, he'll do that. But I personally have ordered up 2 covers with some custom art on each one. And each cover with art will be signed and numbered as well, and he's limiting those to 100. So there aren't going to be very many of these around, and you're getting original art. Not only are you getting a limited comic, but you're getting obviously his original art. It's going to be a numbered and signed copy as well. So his info, you'll see it on the screen there. You can get a hold of him at his email, langleyeffect@gmail.com, or he is on Instagram as well. And on Instagram, his name is Shawn, is SHAWN Langley. And look for the, you'll see the logo. It's a red circle with kind of a creepy looking dude in the middle. That's his logo on Instagram. So you can get a hold of him either way. But just so you're aware, there's probably roughly only about 80 of those left. So if that's something you're interested in, you'd better get on that fast, because those are going to go really quick. And again, it's custom art on a limited exclusive blank variant. So yeah, the info's there. You get in touch with him and figure out prices and stuff. I don't know, he's got, depending on what you want, he's obviously going to charge you different prices, but he's very reasonable, and his artwork is just awesome. And I love that Rejected and Mr. Teeth. I am almost positive, well, I have a good feeling that that thing's going to get picked up at some point. And man, when it does, look, hang on to your hat, because there's such low prints on these comics. So that's it for stuff coming out this week, or that I got this week. As far as my books this week, get into it with Independence. Aftershock, starting with them. Orphanage #1. Got 2 covers for that. I only got 1 image for that, cover A, and then I think there's an incentive cover as well. Not 100% sure of that, but basically all the adults die in this thing, and then the kids and teens sort of rebuild. It sounds like it goes back to Stone Age almost, but it looks like an interesting comic, so I'm looking to get that one if my shop gets it. From Antarctic Press, we got Punchline #5, just the 1 cover. It's been a pretty good title so far. I missed the last issue. I got to try and get that one, but anyways, only one from Antarctic this week. From Image, you got a few of them. You got Die #4, second print is out this week. And as you all know, that's a super hot title. Fair Lady #1, that's a new title coming out. 2 covers for that one. I'm sort of on the fence with this one. I'm going to take a flip through it at my comic shop and see. I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds kind of interesting, so I'll probably end up getting it, but just want to let you know about that one. And Little Bird #1, another one that's been pretty good. That's going to a second print this week as well, and it's a totally different cover. So it's not just a color variation, it's a totally different cover, so that looks pretty cool. From Scout, we got The Source #3, just a 1 cover, but man, has that been a good series. I've loved that series. It's kind of a bit of time between issues, but boy, is it good. That one's got movie and TV written all over it, so I recommend that one. That's it for Independence. From DC, got Batman Who Laughs #4, 2 covers for that one. It's been pretty good. It's not been quite as good as I was hoping, but it is still pretty decent. I'm definitely picking it up. Detective Comics 1001, 2 covers for that. Both covers are good, because cover A is going to be your first cover appearance of Arkham Knight in the DCU. I mean, he's been on covers before, but it's his first cover appearance as a character in the DCU, and it's also his first full appearance in the comic, because all you got was that 1 image right on the last page of Detective Comics 1000. But this is a good one. You're going to want to get this comic. And then cover B is a really nice Finch cover. Boy, I'm getting both of those. That's a really nice one. Batman 68, I am not buying this comic, but I do like the cover B on this one. It's a really nice, I think it's a Matina cover. That is a really nice cover, but man, Tom King. And of course, what is this comic about? It's about, hey, if they'd gotten married, what kind of a bachelorette party? I mean, come on, Tom, give it a rest. Anyways, not buying it. Batman's off my pull list. Red Hood Outlaw #33, a gorgeous Perillo cover. Boy, that is a nice cover. That's it from DC. From Spider-Man. From Marvel, we got Amazing Spider-Man #19. You got 3 covers for this one. And that villain that showed up in the very first issue, and we still don't know who he is. I don't know if we're going to get a reveal or not, or learn more about him, but man, I'm going to keep buying Spider-Man until we find out, and boy, they're dragging it out, so we'll see when he shows up, or when we finally find out who he is. Avengers No Road Home #9, 2 covers for that one. I've only been buying the cover A's all the way through. I like Putri's covers. And again, I love these weekly titles, and I think this one's sold out again on Midtown. I mean, it sells out pretty much every issue. So try to get that one if you can. A lot of shops have multiple copies of it, but it is really good. And this stuff they put in these carries over, so it's pretty good stuff. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 5. There's only the one cover, and it's a nice looking cover, but Spider-Bite is a new character that shows up in the next issue, number 6, and it looks like he's on the cover. So I'm suspecting that you're going to get at least a cameo of Spider-Bite in issue number 5. So this is an issue you're probably going to want to pick up. At least flip through it at your shop and check. Probably on the last page or two, but that's definitely one I'm going to check out because, like I say, very likely you're going to get a cameo of Spider-Bite and then first full appearance of the next one, because he looks like he's on the cover of the next issue, so wouldn't surprise me. Symbiote Spider-Man number 1, a ton of covers for this thing. I'm only going with cover A. It's a nice looking cover, but you pick what you want. If you want to, there's some limited variants and a bunch of other variants in there, so have at her with that one. War of the Realms Journey into Mystery number 1. This one looks pretty interesting. There's 4 covers for this one. Cover A is a nice looking cover, and you notice Spider-Man's holding a baby. And that's Laza, Odin's daughter, who is Thor's younger sister. She's like his baby sister. And I'll get into that. There's a spec book at the end, so we'll hold tight on that. But there's 4 covers for this. And it's on the cover B. I like it because it's got Daredevil, the God of Fears, on there with all his cosmic powers holding the sword. So I'm going to definitely try and get cover B. And the last one from Marvel is Web of Venom, Cult of Carnage. Again, there's 3 covers for this. There's cover A and B are your regular price. And then cover C is a really nice Delato cover. But boy, I don't know if my shop's even going to get that. Well, they might get it, but I don't know. I'll see what he's charging for it. But it's a nice looking cover. And then Immortal Hulk. There's a whole bunch of reprints for Immortal Hulk this week. You got issue 2, 4th print. That's a really nice looking cover. I'm going to try and get that one for sure. Issue number 4, 5, and 6 are all 3rd printings this week. So if you're interested in those, I think the big one this week are the reprints. If you get number 2, 4th print, that's a really good one, because as these printings go along, they get lower and lower print runs. So that one's a really good one. All right, so that is it for my picks, or my books I'm looking at this week. My covers. Batman 68, like I said, cover B. Really nice Matina cover. His work has been pretty good for a while, so I like that. Red Hood Outlaw 33, cover B, Perillo. That is a really nice looking cover. Kind of creepy looking cover too. Symbiote Spider-Man number 1. There's 2 covers. There's Art Germ. He's doing it's listed as cover C and then H. C is a trade dress, and then H is a version of the same image. So if that's something you're into, that's a nice looking cover. I mentioned the Cult of Carnage, that limited variant for Delato. That's a really nice cover. Detective Comics 1001, cover B, the Finch cover. Again, that's a really nice cover, and it is your first full appearance of Arkham Knight in the DCU. So that cover, of all the covers other than that Delato one, that one will probably do pretty well. So if you're going to buy one, if you can only afford one variant, I'd recommend that one. Catwoman 10, cover B, is a nice Art Germ cover as well. So my picks this week, I've got The Source number 3 from Scout Comics. Boy, that title's been really good, and like I say, I really think that one's going to get picked up at some point. Detective Comics 1001, that is your first full appearance of Arkham Knight in the DCU, and cover A is his first cover appearance of him in the DCU, so that is a really good one to get. War of the Realms, Journey into Mystery. It's number 1. It's got Thor's baby sister, Laza, Odin's daughter in there. And like I said, I'm going to get into that in just a second. And Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 5. I'm thinking we're likely going to get a cameo of Spider-Bite in this issue. So I recommend at least flipping through it at your shop and check it, because if he's in there, that's going to be a really good one to get. A couple honorable mentions. Die number 4, 2nd print. Really good one to get. And Hulk number 2, Immortal Hulk number 2, the 4th print. Those are both some really good multiple printings out this week that you're going to want to get. So hang on 2 seconds. All right, folks. So I just had to find my paperwork here. I wanted to talk about Laza, Odin's daughter, who shows up in War of the Realms, Journey into Mystery this week. Now, she first appeared in Angela, Asgard's Assassin. Now, this was a 6-issue miniseries that came out late 2014 into 2015. Stephanie Hans did all the cover A's anyways for this. There's 6 issues in this. I recommend you pick up this miniseries. It's pretty reasonable right now. A lot of these are going for undercover price. So her first appearance, Laza's first appearance, is in issue number 1. It's right, there's a single panel right at the back of on one of the last pages of the book. There's an image on the screen of that. And in the image, you can see her eyes are black, and there's like black smoke coming out of her. That's because she's possessed by Surtur. So, boy, I'm going to get into why this is important. So her first appearance is in issue number 1. In issue number 2, you get kind of a little bit of a backstory about Odin and Freya and how they had a daughter, Laza, and then Angela kidnaps her and teleports her away to another planet. And then on the next issue, you find out that Angela finds on this planet there's a temple that's all demolished, and Surtur demolished the temple. And she finds Ciri's wedding dress, kind of like an armor suit, in that temple. So there's an image of that on the screen. It's a really cool looking suit of armor. And then the next issue, the end of number 3, they transport with that suit. They transport to the moon, and they meet Guardians of the Galaxy, because that suit, Heimdall is invisible to Heimdall. He can't see where whoever's wearing it. It's invisible to him. So. And when they're on the moon, they meet Guardians of the Galaxy. So in issue 4, it talks a little bit more about how Laza was conceived by Odin and Freya in the realm that Surtur was banished to. And Laza is a combination of Odin, Freya, and Surtur. So there's an image at the back of the book where Laza turns into a fire demon / kind of god, and she burns up Groot. So she is a weapon. She's described as a bomb and a weapon. So boy, she's a really cool character. And I think with her being brought into this War of the Realms, she's going to have a big role to play. In issue 5, and then the Guardians of the Galaxy, Angela kind of in issue 4, she explains to the Guardians of the Galaxy that they got to take Laza to heaven and throw her into the furnace there. So in issue number 5, they travel to heaven, and Angela throws Laza into the furnace of heaven right at the end of issue number 5. And then at 6, you can see Laza falling into the furnace and Surtur kind of being purged from her body. And Angela dives down with that suit, that armor suit kind of thing from Ciri, and grabs Laza, and then flies out of the furnace. And at the end of number 6, you see an image of, because Laza then is given back to Odin and Freya, and they're going to raise her and everything else. But you think that Surtur's gone, but he's not, because her eyes go black and you see the smoke coming out of her. So Surtur's power is growing inside of her. And the interesting thing is that Malekith has been, throughout this whole story, has been there as Sira, who was helping Angela with Laza. So he was a shapeshifter at that time, and he shows up at the end as Malekith. So it's interesting that you got Malekith now in War of the Realms as the bad guy, and Laza showing up. So boy, to me, this is an important miniseries that you're going to want to have in your collection, because you've got Angela, Laza, and Malekith all wrapped in, and you're fine. And I think what's going to happen is Laza somewhere in the story is going to show up as with her new powers and everything. So definitely a good one to get. That's kind of a spec book this week. A couple other spec books while I'm talking about Angela and everything else. This is a book I've shown quite a while, and it's pretty inexpensive. Spawn number 9. That's your first appearance of Angela, Thor's half sister. She started out in Spawn, and then obviously back to Marvel. So really cool character, and those books aren't too hard to find. There are some newsprint versions which are a little harder to find. Excuse me. I've showed this one before, and I've talked about it before. I'm going to talk about it again because Bob Iger had his conference with all his shareholders and everything. And he mentioned that the Fantastic Four movie will be coming out in 2022. So 3 years from now. It's Silver Surfer, you can be guaranteed he's coming back sometime. Galactus will definitely be coming back at some time. This book has gone up a fair amount over the last bit just because Fox has got bought out by Disney and everything else. But the second that Galactus and Silver Surfer show up in a trailer, holy crap, hang on to your hat. And with this Fantastic Four movie being announced by Bob Iger, and less than 3 years away, or roughly 3 years away, it would not surprise me to see a post-credit scene with Galactus showing up. Now, don't quote me on this. This is just me hoping to see it shows up, but there is some buzz out there that may happen. Whether it does or not, I don't know, but it would be really cool if it did. If it doesn't in this one, they're doing a ton of movies between Avengers and when they got it slated. At some point, it will show up. But this is a book you're going to want to get in your collection. I've stated it before and I can't state it enough. Boy, you want to get that one. So that is a major key as far as I'm concerned. And a few things coming down the road I want to talk about real quick. Black Cat #1, that solo title's coming out pretty soon. And there's a really nice art germ cover, which you'll see on the screen. And what really pisses me off about this one is that my wife dressed up as Black Cat for Halloween last year, and I took a picture of her and sent it to Art Germ, and he copied it and put her on the cover. I can't believe he did that without asking me, but I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to him. Yeah, that's my wife on the cover. Just wanted to point that out. Immortal Hulk #19. I know I've shown the picture of cover A before. Pretty sure that's A-bomb on the cover. That's kind of what the consensus of most people. But cover B is a really nice 25th anniversary tribute to Marvel's. And then cover C, which I hadn't seen this one before, it's a Spider-Man armor suit cover. It's really cool. I really like that one. So I just wanted to point that out. And Incredible Hulk, Last Call, it's a one-shot coming out in June. And Peter David and Dale Keown are going to be involved with that one. And Peter David had a 12-year run on Incredible Hulk, so it'll be interesting to see what he puts out. From DC, Event Leviathan #1 comes out June 12th, and that's going to kind of tie in Action Comics. Pretty sure Naomi is going to be tied in, and I showed an image of #4 for Naomi on my Instagram, and you'll see another image now of 4, and I mentioned you're going to want to get this one because this kind of explains her origin, and she's going to learn of her powers and stuff, and now you're going to see an image of cover 5, or issue 5 on the screen, and you see Naomi in her full suit with her powers and the half moon above her hand and all that stuff, so she's definitely got a big role to play going forward. I hope you've been buying this Naomi run all the way through because it's a good one, and she's gonna, like I say, have some role to play. And like I say, it looks like they're going to be rewriting the Superman history and origin and everything coming up. So boy, there's some good stuff coming. Detective Comics 1005. I just want to show that one as well. There's a really cool cover with Arkham Knight on there. I really like that one, so just had to show that because I'm really liking Detective Comics. From Image, I'm not sure if you've seen these, but I mentioned a long time ago that Todd McFarlane has something special planned right up through 300, because he started on Spider-Man at 298. That was his first Spider-Man comic. So 298 of Spawn is going to be an homage to Spider-Man 298. So there's an image of that on the screen. It's a really cool looking cover. And then 299 is going to be an homage to McFarlane's cover from Spider-Man 299. And 299 was your first appearance of Venom, cameo appearance on the last page, and 300 first full appearance. And then 300, I have not seen an image for that one yet, but I don't know if he's going to be doing an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 300, which has been done a million times by other people, or whether he's going to do it again with Spawn. We'll have to wait and see, but boy, if you're not going with Spawn, you need to get on that because they are going to be good ones to have. So that is it this week, folks. Kind of a little long-winded there, but there's, like I say, that Angela Asgard's Assassin. Boy, that's a miniseries you want to get. So happy hunting this week. Take care. Good luck to everybody in the contest. I'll be talking to you on Tuesday. Bye for now.